What's up, Game of Throners and whiskey enjoyers? It's your boy DJ11 here, back at you with another one, and I am super excited for this one. As a lot of you know that have been following the channel, I've been getting into whiskey ever since the Giant Tamer hooked me up with the amazing Game of Thrones collection. I was definitely a rum guy, but now I'm broadening my horizons. I'm starting to taste some more things, and I really do owe it to this Game of Thrones collection of whiskey. So Diageo, well done, you got me. But on the flip side, what everybody always talks about is Macallan. Macallan's like the big one. Macallan's like what a lot of people, that's the ones they tend to collect. That's the one that tend to resell for big money. So I've always been kind of excited to keep hearing about it. You know, I want to taste it. So it's not the cheapest whiskey out there. So I'm going to start out, you know, since we're just taking baby steps into our little walk into the world of whiskey. I went out and the store had 2 little baby bottles. And we have the Macallan double cask and 12-year and the Macallan Sherry Oak cask 12-year. And I am super excited. Yep, they're just little guys, so we're going to get probably a couple drinks out of each one of them. But let me know down below if you guys have tasted. Does it have any difference having the little bottles over the big bottles? Like I said, I'm new to this. I have no idea. But, I mean, I know little buddies of other things have always been fine, so I imagine this was. But I was just wondering, with aged whiskey, does it have any different taste or effect being a little buddy instead of a big bottle? Let me know down below. Thank you. I don't know which one I should taste first. I guess we'll go with the double cask first, since the sherry might have, I don't know, a little more strong flavor. So, yeah, let's try this break open the Macallan 12 double cask. But yep, definitely I am super excited. There she is, nice little jobber, little buddy. You know it's not going to be a cork on here. I wouldn't think. I guess it could be. See, this is why I always keep long fingernails. They're just tools. Ha! It is a little cork. Check it out. See, you know it's got to be good. It's got a cork in it. So maybe you get about 2 drinks out of it. I like that. I like that. Cork it and save that another one. I guess this is kind of going to be a versus video. I guess you're supposed to get with one whiskey and just kind of get to know it and stay with that all night, but nope, we're doing 2 tonight and going to check them both out. Yeah, we'll definitely pause the video here and let it air. I know you're supposed to let whiskey sit in a glass for a while, so actually break out the sherry cask and get that airing out in the glass as well. We don't have to mess around, and we can let them both air out equal time and give them a fair shake on the taste test. Oh, it's ridiculous, like a little kid in a candy store with all these whiskeys. Just checking it out. New to the game. That's, Sherry Oak is definitely darker. Ooh. That smells like whiskey. And it smells like whiskey, a little lighter whiskey. But yeah, we're going to let that air out, and then we'll come back and give them a taste and see what we think. So I have heard somewhere that you are supposed to let the whiskey breathe in the glass for about as many minutes as many years as the age statement is. It's a Macallan 12. I let it breathe 12 minutes. And we are about to taste it. All right, my very first sip ever of a Macallan whiskey. Is it going to be everything that they said it would? Is it the most amazing thing ever? Those in the know are like, no, it's a Macallan 12. But it's good, and I've actually heard for the money that the Macallan 12 is better than the Macallan 18. I hear, because Macallan 18 is like $300 or something like that, $350, $300. So, yeah, for $350, $300, I'll go with the $60 one if it's even close. Oh, why wouldn't you? That's pretty floral. Yeah, my nose is not up to par. The sniffer is by no means professional. But yeah, that's light, smooth. Smooth, I guess you're not supposed to say smooth, but it's smooth. Yeah, not a lot of huge burn. It doesn't kill you. I don't know, I should not be as excited as I am to taste this, but the Macallan 12, my very first sip of Macallan ever. Let's have it. Tastes like whiskey. Woo! Feeling it all the way down, definitely. Getting all warm and fuzzy all the way down. Yeah. Tastes like whiskey. I wonder if the sherry one's going to be a lot different than that, but I don't know. Do I need to rush right out and buy a Macallan 12 bottle? Probably not. But maybe. I mean, it's not like an off-putting taste. It's not crazy. God, up to Game of Thrones, which one would this be the most like? I want to say, I don't know. I want to say maybe the Tully or the Royal Lagnar. Yeah, the Tully is a Singleton, Glendolyn, and the Baratheon is a Royal Lochnar. I'd say it smells probably and tastes the most like that. I don't know, it's been a while since I've had either one of those. I need to revisit, but from what I remember, it smells better than both of those. I'll give it that. This smells better than both of those, but the taste is pretty similar. I wonder how close those are. I know those are Diageo, so I wonder whereabouts in Scotland. I'll have to look at a map and see what that's all about. Yeah, it smells good. And it's definitely, the longer it's been in here, I smelled it right away, and the longer it's been in here, it's definitely opening up. A lot more honey smelling. Definitely a lot more honey smelling. I don't really want to put water in it, but you're supposed to put in water, just a drop of water to see what it does, but I guess that's the beauty of a little buddy. It doesn't really matter. I got another one and can always get another one if I really like it, or if I really like it, I guess I just go get another bottle of it. I actually was looking a little more forward to the sherry, so I have a little higher hopes for this one. I have no idea, but yeah, the longer this is in the glass now, I mean, just by every minute, you can definitely smell it opening up and getting lighter and more floral. Just the whiskey burns, that's at the very bottom of it, and it actually smells more like, God, what is that? I mean, everybody says vanilla. I don't want to say vanilla, but what is that? Yeah, I definitely have to work on the palate and the sniffer and the smelling because I do not have that. All right, one more little sip, and then we're gonna have to taste it with some water. Yeah, that second sip. I think I think I heard you're supposed to acclimate before you taste something like this. So I really should have had another sip of another kind of whiskey and kind of killed that first alcohol burn before I tasted this. Because yeah, the second one definitely went down a lot smoother. Smoother. All right, let's try it with just a drop of water. See what happens. Right, that was literally a drop. Literally 2 drops of water. But it's Macallan, so I'm sure it'll hold up just splendidly. Yeah, my definite problem is I have not tasted enough other whiskeys. I mean, I've tasted, of course, the Game of Thrones collection and the Redbreast 12 and the Monkey Shoulder and Jameson. So, yeah, this is the next one on the list that we just picked up. It's whiskey. The water definitely took off that alcohol burn part of it. Now it's just super smooth. I mean, yeah, definitely. It's almost turning into like the Cliniche now. On the smell. Nah, it's got a little more peppery, a little more spice sting than the Cliniche. The Cliniche is a little sweeter. But this one definitely has some, wow. It's actually changing. I can't tell you what it's changing to, but the smell is like changing. Well, that's crazy. I guess that's whiskey. Yeah, definitely a lot sweeter now. A lot of like walking into a bakery almost, but not apple pie or anything. But man, it's so hard to explain. All right, let's taste it with water. Well, it didn't hurt it. It definitely didn't drown it or anything. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I don't hate it with the water. I don't know if I like it better. I don't know. I think it helped. It may have helped the smell a little. It definitely, I think, opened up the smell because unless it was just going to start changing anyway. But I don't think so. I think the water definitely opened that up. And for anybody out there new like me, what happens when you put just a couple drops of water on it? It doesn't really water it down so much as the chemical reaction of the whiskey, the oils in the whiskey and the water fighting each other, and so they try to separate. The oils try to get away from the water, and it comes up to the top, and you actually can smell it a little more, and it opens up the flavor. And yeah, so if you just put a couple drops on it, it tends to help most of them. Sometimes on some of them, it just really waters them out. All right, well, down the hatch with this one. Yeah, definitely. The longer you spent with this one, the better it is. Maybe I should just turn this off and just drink the rest of this bottle. Nope, I'm too excited to taste the sherry cask one. Oh man, I'm sure a lot of you out there are just like me. I mean, that's one of the things I really enjoy about whiskey is God just sitting there smelling it. I mean, if you get a good whiskey, it is. I mean, I don't know. Sounds ridiculous if you don't know, but once you do it, it's like you can literally just sit there and sniff it all night. It's crazy. And you can really sniff this one because, it's so complex, I guess you would say. This, it just keeps changing. It actually, I saw one video where it says it depends on, like, the time, day or night. Like, you don't sniff, like, with both nostrils, go side to side. And I guess it works for some people, doesn't for others, but it does work for me. It definitely cleansed the palate a little bit. Coming in semi-fresh. I don't drink wine. I don't drink sherry wine, but for some reason, every time I see them talking about sherry bombs or sherry wine or whiskeys, I just dying to taste it. So yeah, I'm super excited to taste the Macallan Sherry Cask. More excited than I should be, or maybe perfectly so. Who knows? Who's to say? Yeah, this one smells way sweeter. It has like zero of that burn. Like when you smelled this one, it had like that instant whiskey burn. This one doesn't have it at all. Like at all. Yeah, where is the burn? That's so crazy. All right, let's taste it. Yeah, I definitely like that one better. The smell doesn't keep changing like that one does. Maybe it will when I put a little bit of water in it, but man, I don't even want to put water in it. That's nice. It is nice. I like this. I mean, they're both fine. Like I said, I like the smell on this one. The smell kept evolving, but for flavor, if I'm going to sit there and sip on a scotch all night, let it be the Macallan Sherry Cask 12. I like this one, definitely. Yeah. All right. I don't really want to do it, but have to try it with a little bit of water just to see if it changes. But man, this is just good right where it's at. I want to put it in there. All right. Let's try it with some water. 3 literal drops. I don't know if it changes the smell a whole bunch. Might actually take the smell away in this one. Might pick up the spices a little bit. The water in there brings it a little more of the pepper, a little more, and it helps out with that whiskey burn, I guess. I think I definitely like this one without the water. It smells better, and definitely without the water with this one. I don't know. Maybe with the water with the cask. Like I said, I think it was good either way. I think it helped the smell out a little bit more when you put the water in. And it didn't hurt the flavors, so maybe the water with this one, but definitely not the water with the sherry cask, but maybe the water with the double cask. Yeah, I don't know. My first taste of Macallan's. And obviously, I've already said it, and, pretty easy to tell. I would, if I'm putting the double cask against the sherry cask, I'm definitely going to reach for the sherry cask. If you guys, anybody out there watching that's a little, well, everybody out there that drinks whiskey has more experience than me, but you see so many videos out there, top 10, I know all tastes are subjective, but yeah, tell me some of your favorites. Tell me which ones are the best. Right on. Well, until next time, it's your boy DJ11, and it's been a pretty decent first Macallan experience. So thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.